Hi guys, it's Ksenia. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to talk all about fairy perfumes. These perfumes give whimsical fairy vibes. Pretty much the way I went about structuring this video and picking out these perfumes is by asking myself, what would a fairy wear? And that question made it real easy to go into my collection and pick out scents that I think a fairy would wear, like Tinkerbell or all the fairies in Tinkerbell. So if you want a whimsical vibe, you want to smell like a little forest or garden fairy, then just keep watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel and turn your post notifications on, and let's get started. Not only do all these perfumes actually smell like fairies would wear them, but also the packaging for all these I feel like is what you would find if you found all the little trinkets that fairies would collect. It would be things like this. They're just so whimsical and cute looking, apart from them actually smelling whimsical and fairy-like. So my first fairy scent could not be, I feel like, more of a fairy scent. It is by Moresque and it's called Ron Rose. This has literal sparkle in it. How beautiful is this freaking bottle? But the bottle was just a nice bonus. This doesn't just look cute and whimsical and fairy-like, it also smells like it. I think I would probably assign this to Rosetta from Tinkerbell. From all the fairies, I think this one's the most Rosetta. This fragrance has pineapple, it has some nice citrus notes in there as well, so there's a nice tangy but sweet burst, but then you get notes of iris and damask rose, so it has that makeup powdery sort of element in it. I love iris so much. It has a little bit of jasmine as well, and then in the base it gets a whole lot sweeter, so you have vanilla coming in, amber. It's really well rounded, there's a lot of depth to it. It's actually a really strong scent, really sweet. It reminds me of a lot more of a stronger and intense version of Givenchy Irresistible, which I absolutely love. So I'm in love with this scent and all I want to do is just stare at it all day. It's literally mesmerizing. So that's my first fairy scent. And then let's stick a little bit with the purple theme. I didn't do this on purpose, but I have 4 purple fragrances in this video. The next fairy scent is Gucci Flora Gorgeous Magnolia. Again, packaging is giving me vintage fairy vibes. But the scent is so fun and whimsical. It's flirty, it's sweet. It's a whole lot sweeter than the Ron Rose scent, which is a little bit more on the floral sweet side. This one's more berry sweet. It has dewberry, it has coconut, so it's very creamy. Obviously there's magnolia in there, there's jasmine sandbags, there's lily of the valley. It's woodsy as well. Some people have compared this to the Taylor Swift Wonderstruck perfume, which if I had that in my collection still, I would probably add it onto this video because that's another really whimsical scent. But I would say this is like the grown-up version of Taylor Swift Wonderstruck. I included this in my floral perfume recommendations video because I think if you're a floral hater, you probably walk right past this, but don't, because you'd miss out on an incredible scent that is actually not very floral. It's actually a lot more about berries and sweetness and creaminess than it is floral. Then with the purple theme is a fragrance that I actually don't really love the packaging of. This is the Selena Gomez perfume. This is so old, it's discontinued, but you can find a bottle of it online for like 20 to 30 bucks. I think the packaging is so obnoxious with these lips up here. I don't get it. I truly don't understand it. But anyways, I've literally never smelled a perfume like this. This has a ton of fruits in it, but fruits with depth. Like you see the whole purple vibe of the bottle. That's what the fruits in here are giving. It's not fleeting, fresh fruits that are gonna last on your skin for like a minute. No, these are fruits with depth. There is definitely a berry vibe, which looking at the bottle, I would assume that would be in this scent, but there's also a whole lot more than that. And I think the whole depth and creaminess that this scent has definitely comes from the fact that this has cacao and also coconut. So in here you have kind of like this deep pineapple, raspberry, blackberry kind of scent. Also a hint of peach in there as well, but like sweet, delicious peach, not that gross kind of peach, but with a whole lot of depth, which is definitely coming from the cocoa and the vanilla and the coconut. That's all in the base, which is giving the scent almost like a tonic feel. So all those notes are just kind of wrapped up in a cloud of chocolatey, sweet, coconutty goodness. I hate that I have to make this comparison because I don't like the fragrance that this is compared to, but at the same time, I kind of get it. This is low-key a little bit like Love Spell from Victoria's Secret, but I hate Love Spell. I find it super cheap smelling, and even though to a certain extent this sort of gives me a vibe to Love Spell, It's like the trillion times better version of Love Spell. This is what Love Spell should have been in my opinion. So if you're also a hater of Love Spell, check this out. I promise you've never smelled a perfume like this. Again, super whimsical and fun. This scent gives me Vidya from Tinkerbell because she has a bit of a villain sort of vibe to her. So yeah, this is definitely Vidya. Next, I have REM from Ariana Grande. Another one where the bottle is definitely giving me fairy vibes with the crystals. It's so beautiful. Although again, I just think it's so chunky. And when it comes to me traveling very, very soon here, I will not be bringing with me that stand because it just adds unnecessary space to this scent. But here's the perfume itself, which I also really like the bottle of, and I like the cap. It also has the whole crystal vibe going. REM is more of a tranquil lavender type scent, also has a really pretty whimsical vibe to it. I feel like REM sort of gives me Tinkerbell. It's cute, it's sweet, it's fun, but that lavender gives it a little spice. There's also fig in here, so it's sweet and juicy. There's zephyr, there's also caramels. So there is notes that would give off gourmand type of vibes, but it's not necessarily gourmand. This is a really ethereal scent and it's called REM for a reason. It has such a calming vibe to it. I love this scent. It's just ethereal, whimsical, flirty, cute, fun, but also has like this sexiness to it. I don't know. I love this scent. It's honestly kind of undescribable. I don't have really any scent like this. I have other scents with lavender in them, and usually lavender gives off this strong masculine, almost cologne type scent, but that's not the lavender that's in here. Like when I think of a lavender scent, I think YSL Libre, which is a completely different lavender to the lavender that's in here. In here, the lavender is giving much more of a essential oil type lavender vibe where it's a little bit more realistic and calming rather than super perfumey and intense. But then those other more sweet notes just blend so well with that scent. If you want a calming, tranquil scent, REM is that scent. This is Orabella Blooming Fire. Honestly, I feel like all the Orabella scents are very fairy-like and whimsical, and not only because of the perfumes, but because they have this garden fairy vibe to them. They're very earthy scents. They're actually essential oil based. They don't have any alcohol, and these scents also double up as sort of a fragrance oil because of the fact that they don't have alcohol. You're supposed to mix them up before applying, and when you put them on, you can literally go in and kind of rub it in, and there's a moisturizing aspect to them and they give you such a nice glow. These fragrances are nice if you have an allergy or sensitivity to fragrance, because they won't do that to you while also moisturizing your skin, which is another thing most perfumes don't because of the high alcohol concentration in normal eau de parfums. So I recommend these. But scent wise, Blooming Fire is like a sexy, very jasmine forward scent. Reminds me of a little bit of a calmer version of Alien from Mugler, which is why I absolutely love this. Really elegant and chic, but very, very sexy. Along with the jasmine in here, there's Monoi oil, which kind of gives this like a sexy vacation glowy goddess kind of vibe. So this will definitely be coming with me, and it just smells like summertime. I absolutely love this. I also really love Salted Muse from Orabella as well, which I would have included in this, but I decided to just go for one scent from Orabella. I feel like I'm between Fawn and Iridescent when it comes to this scent. I feel like both of them would smell like this. Next, I have Diesel Loverdose, which to me is like a little love fairy, a fairy that just makes love potions in her little fairy house. This fragrance is so beautiful. It's also very inexpensive. To me, it's like a heightened version of Black Opium from YSL. It's definitely within the same scent profile, but I feel like this is better. I know Black Opium is really overdone and everybody smells like it. Maybe not so much anymore. I feel like the hype on Black Opium has kind of died down, especially since Baccarat came into the mix. But I think this is definitely giving more of an elegant, sexier, deeper vibe to Black Opium. The key notes that I smell in this are sugar, blackcurrant, cacao pod, hazelnut, and patchouli and amber. So definitely a fragrance with a whole lot of depth, a chocolatey feel without being too much or too realistic. I mean, there's a time and a place for smelling like chocolate, but this is done in more of a perfumey, high-end, sexy way, not necessarily gourmand chocolate way. This is definitely, I think, the sexiest from all the scents that I just mentioned. It's all about this red, berry, deep, fruity vibe with a really nice, creamy, chocolatey base. definitely a date night sort of scent that will for sure get you compliments. Okay, and then my last scent, I think matches the best with Silver Mist. Now, even though she is a water fairy and I would assume she would wear more of an aquatic scent, I also feel like this scent really suits her. This is Lolita Lempicka. I couldn't do a fairy whimsical type video without including what I feel like is the queen of all whimsical scents. Lolita Lempicka is all about this dense cherry vibe. It gives me a very much old school early 2000s Y2K vibe, so it definitely has that nostalgic factor. It has violet in it, it has iris, it has star anise, so it does have a little bit of a licoricey kind of vibe, which I love because I think that in combination with the cherry note just works so well. Definitely just has such a beautiful forest fairy, purple forest fairy kind of vibe to it, even though Silver Mist is blue. I don't know, it just gives me Silver Mist. Just like Silver Mist, this has a warmth to it and definitely a really inviting scent and just super charming and sweet, while also maybe having this mysterious vibe to it as well. So yeah, when I think of purple forest fairy, I think of Lolita Lempicka. I think that's probably the queen of this entire video. It's just the queen of all fairy fragrances, I feel. So those are all of my recommendations for what I think give off the most fairy vibes. I mean, who doesn't want to smell like a little forest fairy? I want to smell like that 24/7, and I think you can achieve that with any one of these. So let me know your number one forest fairy scent in the comments down below. I hope you guys liked this video. A little bit of a different video, but I thought it'd be a cute concept and kind of different for my channel. So let me know what you guys think of this video. Please make sure that you're subscribed to my channel and turn post notifications on, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.